Our method of taking our marbles and lining it up in patterns is nice, but we run into the same problem like we did with our fingers. Is when we've got a whole bunch of marbles, say that I can line them up all nicely like this. Well, even if I can get them lined up in a nice pattern, I run into a problem of, well, how do I recognize this pattern itself? I mean, this pattern itself is so big. There's so many marbles going across here. Now I need to know some way of keeping track of, how many marbles are in my pattern here. I mean, say that someday I poured out my marbles and I lined them up and they lined up like this, and how am I supposed to know the difference between is this many the same as this many? Is it more or less or the same? Does this look like this? How about sometime I line up my marbles and they look like this? Is this the same as this? If this was my original pattern and I come up with this pattern, is it wrong? How do I know how this pattern more or less or the same as that pattern? And how can I even remember what this pattern looked like? What if I came up with that many? How can I even remember? Oh, were there some? I can't even remember if there was an extra column missing here or not. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they were supposed to be there. Well, I guess one idea I could have this is kind of more a physical solution than what we might think of as a mathematical solution. But heck, we're thinking of anything. Say that what if I make a box? I could make a box when I line up when I find a pattern that works and I have my marbles lined up. I either draw a box on a page or in the carpet, or maybe I make a physical box out of wood, or find an appropriate sized box such that the marbles fit just perfectly in their lined up positions inside that box. Then whenever I want to check on my marbles, I'll take my bowl and dump it out into the box and see if it fits into place precisely into the right pattern for fitting just nicely into this box all lined up. That also has the advantage of being a rather fast solution, because when I pour the marbles into there, they're presumably, with maybe a little bit of jiggling, going to all fall into place rather quickly, and I don't have to worry about what we might traditionally call counting the marbles or anything like that. I just see if they fit into their box that they were made for just right or not. What other ideas might you have for keeping track of marbles when they grow to be too large, such that even the pattern itself that they fall into is itself a large pattern and hard to remember?